Hi, this is Vianey again. Today I'm going to show you how to make refried beans. We need 3 simple ingredients: onions, pinto beans, and oil, vegetable oil. And so I'm going to explain you a little bit what am I doing before I go ahead and do all that in my pan. Today I'm using canned pinto beans. And the reason why is because I want to have them done faster. If you use the dry pinto beans from the store, they take about 2 to 3 hours to cook, between low and medium. And but what I do, if you are have time to do that, I add 10 cups of water for 1 cup of dry beans, and I only add half of an onion there and a little bit of salt. And but if you want to put the salt in the end, like I am going to show you how to do it after you already have your beans ready, like I do right here. I love the pinto beans on a can. For some reason, my local store here, the dry beans that I get, they don't, in the end when I cook them, the results are not, the taste doesn't remind me to Mexico. And for some reason, the canned pinto beans that you find in the store, they're the taste that I am looking for, and they in the end they taste really good. And so this recipe is really easy and really simple, but very important in our Mexican diet. And so I love them. So first of all, I'm gonna cut my onion so I have it ready for when the oil is hot and ready. And so I like to use a lot of onion, and we are gonna use the onion just to give flavor to the oil. And so my pan is already hot and medium high. That's gonna be enough. And it's actually getting hot pretty fast, so we're gonna go ahead and add the onion. And it's gonna be careful, because when it's really hot, the onion tends to wash a little bit. And the oil is ready for our pinto beans. And really quick, what I did is I put them in a strainer, and then I rinse them with water just to make sure there's no other flavors on the beans. And so I'm gonna lower down just a little bit to between low and medium. And so I'm gonna add my beans again. You have to be really careful. So they're there. Stir them. And so now I'm gonna add the water, just little by little. So I'm gonna add this water just to, just for the oil not to be so jumpy on me. So I'm gonna use this, what we call a bean smasher in Mexico, but you can also use the potato smasher, which is kind of the same thing. And I'm just gonna smash the beans. And if you don't have anything like that, excuse me, potato smasher or bean smasher, you can do what I did when I was in Mexico. So I use just a cup that can hold, they can resist the half temperature. And now just smash them. You can, we will do what we can, what we have. This is looking very good. You're gonna let them boil for a few minutes. I'll say 4 minutes. And like I say, if you want it thinner, you can add more water, or if you want it more thick, and then you can add less water. As for now, I add exactly 1 cup of water. And so let me add a little bit of salt. And so let's see, sorry. Just put a little bit on your hand, not just a pinch of salt. this recipe is very authentic, even though you're cooking with canned beans, but you also can do the same if you want to do it with the dry beans. And let me show you with a spoon how what is my spoon? As you can see, the texture that I love is exactly this one right here. You can combine this recipe with any other foods that you want to put on a side. We usually have always rice and beans, and so this is the refried beans that I will always cook for my family, and they always love. And I add this recipe to other dishes as well. Sometimes I do some bean enchiladas, or I add these beans, exactly this recipe, to my favorite sopes, which I will love to show you today, but I will have that video done soon, because that's a request that my family have been asking me for a long time, and so keep waiting. I'm sorry that I've been taking too long to post more videos, but I'll try to post more often. And I have 4 children under 5 years old, and my baby just turned 9 months old, and so it's very hard to come back to the kitchen and do this with the video. So now we're lucky to put them all in bed and do this really quick. So, but I'll do my best to post more videos more often. And thank you for watching and for all your comments. You guys are very sweet. Thank you, and we'll see you in another episode.